if I drive and you don't stop and you have perfect traffic, maybe 6 hours.
Oh my God.
But if you stop, you eat, you stretch a few times, and then deal with all of the traffic in LA, it's basically an 8-hour road trip.
Wow. All right, Marty, I think we're up. Yeah.
Okay.
We are up. Hi, guys. Sorry about that little detour there. Let's see. How can I get that up? All right.
So I guess you use some different process to start the live stream.
I use something called Streamlabs. It's what Ian uses for his show.
Okay.
Use something called Streamlabs.
Time to turn that off.
That's all right. All right, so I'm catching up here on the chat because someone in chat actually told me that Marty's here. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was Skyping you.
Yeah.
And nothing.
Yeah.
So we just dropped. You probably had about 100 people on there, huh? And then you just dropped.
No, I think it was like 15, something like that. But there's people back in here now, though. They understood. I told them what was going on. All right.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Can everybody hear us now? I guess I should check.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man.
What's your excuse? You sound like you're dead.
Me? I was just at dinner with Cindy's family for her mom's birthday, and I had 3 20-ounce beers, so maybe that's it. I don't know.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You're not joking. 3 20-ounce beers.
Yeah, I drank 3 20-ounce. I didn't drive home, of course. Cindy did, but no, I'm better now. I'm drinking some tea. I'm good.
Oh, it wasn't at your house. It was.
No, it was at dinner. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow, one 12-ounce beer at this point in life kind of knocks me out.
Well, I don't drink that much. Okay, yeah, they can hear us now. We're good.
Okay.
They can hear us and see us. Perfect.
Yeah, everyone. I was out in San Francisco, and I just got back, so I'm like a mess right now, and tired, and been driving on the road for about 8 hours, and but the show must go on, right?
That's true dedication, Marty.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I guess if you're in San Francisco, you didn't get to see any of my adventures with my 18L.
Nothing. Only briefly while I was scrambling, I saw something about you mentioning a picture and a broken 18L. So lay it on me.
Yeah, it's sitting on the table in my hobby room. I have both covers off and I have one of the batteries connected right now because what happened was. When I charged it the first time overnight, I noticed it only got to 76% charge, and I thought it was weird. And I did my ride. I did a Dunkin' Donuts ride over the weekend, and it was only like 20 miles. And when I got back, I had like 24% left. I'm like, that's weird. And so I charged it again the next night, and it was the exact same thing. It went to 76%. So I bounced it off of Jason, and what he told me to do was pull the covers off and try to charge each battery independently. Mm-hmm. Because evidently the battery controller will only charge to the voltage of the lowest battery in the pair. So what I did is I disconnected one, connected the other, charged it, and the one that I had connected actually charged to 84 volts.
Okay.
So the other one evidently has a problem. But I have that one connected right now. I'm going to verify that to see what that charges to. But it sounds like one of the packs is bad, has like some bad cells, I guess. Because like when I would finish the charge, not only did it say it only got to 76%, but when I checked the battery voltage, it was only showing 78 or 78 volts instead of 84 plus.
Right.
So I think I have some bad cells in that one pack.
Oh man, that really sucks.
Yeah. So it's going to be just sitting on my table until I get another battery from Jason, I think.
And then. God knows when you get a new battery.
Well,
I mean,
he said he said that he actually planned for this situation, and he said he has a spare pack. So
a spare penny.
well,
Okay.
maybe it's two. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I think I'm going to be getting one of them. So yeah, that was my adventure.
Wow. Yeah, the KingSong wheels have. I don't know if you recall on the Gotway wheels, the control board has nothing to do with the charging.
Yeah.
But in KingSong wheels, the control, everything goes through the control board.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Well, he was wondering if it was a control board as well. That's why he wanted me to do that test, just to hook up one battery versus the other. And
right.
I mean, I'm actually glad that it's a pack instead of the control board, I guess.
But have you ridden it though?
Did
you ride it?
Yeah, I did. I did that Dunkin' Donuts ride. It's 20 miles. If you watch that video, it's funny because I got my first taste of the step down power that's available to you as your battery voltage drops. Like there's one point in the video where like I didn't almost fall, but it shocked me because the please decelerate and the kickback seemed really really hard and really sudden, and I wasn't ready for it, and I'm like, whoa, because I was probably doing 20 miles an hour, and it just snapped me back.
So. I like the way you put that, the step down that is available to you, like it's a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you're putting a good face on it.
Yeah, you have to watch the video. I mean, it wasn't bad until then. I mean, I was doing 20 miles an hour plus. Down to probably 30% or so, and then like 30 to 20 is when it started to really get bad, because most of that ride was like 21, 22 miles an hour. So, but the wheel itself, I love the wheel. It's great. I mean, it's super solid. I mean, it just seems like a very high quality wheel. It almost felt like the Monster to me riding that thing. You know, on the open road, it just wanted to go fast. It was super stable. It's nice. I really like it. If the battery was 100%.
So you like it better than that? I know. But when did you get it, by the way? Friday, okay. So you like it, too early to say, I'm sure, but you like it better than the M Super, which you have a lot of time on, or different? Or
It's different. I think I need to do some more diverse riding on it to get a really good sense of it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a higher quality wheel. And more power and all that kind of stuff. And I was surprised, like it came with the settings or the pedals on the, I think it's they call it Expert or Experienced, and that was like rock hard pedals, man. You would like it because it didn't have any dip whatsoever. It seemed really nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. All your your M10-3 has the same hard pedal. The hard mode should be like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I like it. And
cool.
There's another whole debacle with shipping on the wheel. It was in Florida. It crossed the Florida border Sunday night, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get it early. It's awesome. But then it took 2 days to get to Central Florida, and then I was supposed to get it on Thursday originally. It said you're going to get your wheel on August 2nd. And it took 2 days to get from the border of Florida to Central Florida, and then it left Orlando Wednesday night, and then that was the last scan. There was nothing. And to make a long story short, I'm calling them up Thursday night. I'm like, hey, where's my package? And
lost.
It was lost. They didn't know where it was, so they had to open a trace.
Wow.
They had to open a trace case. I'm like, oh great, my wheel got stolen, or who knows what happened to it.
So close and then gone.
So I called them up again Friday, and they said that they found the wheel, and they said that somehow the label was missing from Orlando to Fort Myers, which is odd. But what's really odd is another guy, he saw my video, and I assume he got it from Jason as well. He's waiting for his 18L. He's in Florida. His last scan was on Orlando, and there's nothing else. He's been waiting. And it sounds like the same deal, that like his label is missing now, and he hasn't gotten his wheel yet. He was supposed to get his on Thursday as well. So he's
I wonder how they actually found your box if the label
the company from the trace department called me up. And they asked me for a description, how much it's worth, what it looked like, the approximate weight and size. So yeah, I described all that to them, and based on that, they could find it. And I actually drove up to the Fort Myers Distribution Center on Friday and picked up the wheel there. So
wow,
it's fun.
At least it came out. Had a good ending.
Yeah, except for the battery.
Mine was pretty. I got my M Super X.
Yes, right? I know. Immediately.
Yeah, I know. It shipped Friday, and I got it Saturday. It was great. So
that's funny.
I only had one 50-mile ride on it, and then it's kind of been a whirlwind with the Z10 stuff, and
I bet
going up to San Francisco, and I'm kind of burned out right now from. Yeah, I'm kind of actually glad the Z10's gone. I'm burned out from it.
I know the feeling. Yeah, less pressure now. Now you got wheels that are actually yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna relax for a while.
But I'm reviewing these videos here,
or
these comments. Cindy, Benjamin asked that his wife loves his EUC that he's currently teaching her on. From a female perspective, which EUC would you recommend?
The one I have is easy to learn. I think it's lightweight and easy.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not, Benjamin, but Cindy has an Inmotion V5F, and she likes that. It's a 14-inch wheel. It's thin. It's not overly powerful, but it's powerful. She likes that a lot. Stephen from the UK, he's asking about your MSX, Marty.
Yeah, I just see that. Stefan, no, well, I only rode it once, so I don't have any experience with the mileage, but I'm pretty sure something like that happened with my MCM5, which was the last Gotway wheel I got, that I know I rode it for probably 50 miles. I put a lot of miles on it, and then at some point I looked again, and it just seemed the mileage was low. And then I've been reading about like what you're saying, and some other people have reported the same thing, and then someone said it had to do with maybe leaning it over while it's on. You know how when you lean the wheels over, they stop functioning, kind of. And it looks like apparently Gotway wheels wipe out any mileage that you've put on it since it was turned on. I think that's the scenario. So
that's a convenient feature.
Well, at least it doesn't. What Stefan's saying is kind of implying the mileage out. It's kind of all over the place. But
that is weird.
I was under the impression the only thing is that you'll lose the mileage that you had on it since you last turned it on. So if that's the case, it's not horrible. But yeah, I'll do an experiment. I got to do an experiment with my MCM5 too. Do the same thing, ride it around for a mile, and then lean it over and see if I lose it. So I'm going to do that.
That's crazy.
Saw something from Hunka here too.
Yeah, I see that.
He was asking about the hills. Yeah, so Friday night, I got up there late Friday afternoon, and then we had to meet up at 6 o'clock and did all the Z10. There must have been 20 guys there. A lot of mixed crowd too. No one wheels, but let's see, I'm not sure electric skateboards, but the scooters, the high end ones that can go faster than our EUCs.
Oh yeah.
Some guys were there, and then there were some of the what do you call them again? The two wheel. What you have? The
one wheeler?
No.
The Mini Pro.
The Mini Pro. Yeah, there were a couple of those there. So it was fun. And then after that, we rode all around San Francisco. Went Lombard Street. That's a famous zigzaggy street that goes down.
You rode the wheels up there?
Yeah, we rode up and down that a couple times. That was fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's some steep hills, but not, to tell you the truth, they're not steep relative to the stuff I do in the trails. Those are definitely steeper, but it's fun. And Jesse, he's the one I gave the Z10 to. too, and so he was riding it that night, and it was so funny. The first time he's going down one of these steep, particularly steep hills that they were trying to show me all the steep stuff. So he's going down. We get down to the bottom, and he's got this look on his face like he was scared to death of his experience going, because the Z10, it definitely has it does not have a lot of torque on the low end. So you get the sense that the wheel might, what that translates to is the wheel feels, it feels like it's not be able to slow you down. So it kind of feels like it's wants to almost get away from you, which is not a pleasant feeling when you're going downhill.
I bet.
Not at all. And these San Francisco hills, they look pretty scary. And so if you're on a wheel that feels like it's going to give out on you, that's not a good experience. So they definitely, and all the other guys who rode it too, same thing. They kind of confirm that that it needs more torque. So,
but supposedly the production model is supposed to have more torque, right? Supposedly.
That's what they say, and I don't know, but I will when I get my production unit, I'm going to test it, so I will know whether they're just that's just blowing smoke or whether it's true.
Did anyone overheat their wheels doing the hills in San Francisco?
No,
okay.
No,
not long enough.
No, So it was fun. Went to Golden Gate Bridge and all over the place. It was really, that's a great place to ride. But oh man, you can freeze your butt off. Can you believe it? It's August, and we're riding at probably 7, 8 o'clock. We're riding, and it's cold where your fingers are getting numb.
You're kidding?
Mine. I mean, you're talking
like 50s.
Yeah, it might have been in the high 50s, definitely low 60s.
Wow.
I guess if you look at a map on San Francisco, it's really kind of almost jutting out into the ocean, and so it's got water all around it, and
wow,
the stereotype foggy, lots of fog. Though we didn't have fog, but yeah, it's cold. I no way I could live there.
Yeah, wow.
If in August it's
I knew it was cooler there, but I did not realize it was that cool, especially during the summer. Wow.
Yeah, and if you look at the videos, any of the videos from the San Francisco guys, they're always wearing jackets. Now I know why.
Yeah. So which of your wheels did you take with you?
I took my Tesla. I rode that on Friday night around town. That was like a 25 miles total that we rode around. And then yesterday we went into the country, did some great riding up mountain trails, and it was about 35 miles. I brought my copper converted ACM2 wheel with a mountain mountain tire on it, and those are my two wheels, and had a blast both days, but yesterday was just great. Really my kind of riding, the trails, and I got a lot of great, cool video footage to process. There were lots of one-track riding, where
like mountain bike riding.
Yeah, but here there are big sections where you're going through these leafy, tall, like taller than your head, so you're going through like a tunnel. Almost, real close quarters.
That's cool,
and real fun.
That sounds like fun.
I had a blast. They got some great riding up there, that's for sure.
That's cool. Steven, just to catch you up with my my KingSong 18L, I noticed the first two times I charged it that it was only getting to 76% battery, and I thought, well, that's kind of strange. And I did a 20-mile ride. Right off the charger to a 20-mile ride, and I only had like 22 or 24% battery when I got back. And I ran it by Jason at eWheels, and what I basically did was I took the covers off both sides and I disconnected one of the batteries, because there's two batteries in there, and charged it independently. and that battery went up to 84 volts. So the theory is the other battery pack actually has some bad cells in it. So I'm actually charging that other pack right now just to verify what that gets up to voltage wise, but I'm expecting it's going to probably only get up to 77 or 78 volts. So that's what's wrong with it. If the Z10 climbs San Francisco 33% hill, I don't know.
I have no idea what
33% grade? Ouch.
I have no idea what those hills might refer to, but I think the Z10 can climb any hill I saw there, but I don't think you'd want to go down many of them, though. It's a lot easier to go up a hill than to go down a hill quite often, and usually it's less scary going up than going down. Just because if nothing else, something happens, you're just kind of going to fall forward a bit. But when you're going down, something happens.
Well, imagine the wheel taking off. I mean,
yeah, the wheel's going to take off, and you're going to fall on your butt.
Oh, man. Oh, David asked me this question earlier, Marty, about, and as far as I know, David, Marty doesn't have any experience with e-skateboards. Because he was asking me about e-skates versus EUCs. But speaking of which, I did. You probably didn't see the video, Marty, but I did mention how you're supposed to be getting a one-wheel to test sometime.
Oh yeah,
soon.
I think I did see you mention that. I could tell you I'm going to take a break for a while though, so it could be a month before I.
That's all right. I
try
understand.
and experiment with one, but yeah.
You'll like it. And did you see, Marty, that I have a true electric skateboard showing up this week as well?
Yeah, you mentioned in that video too, right?
Yeah,
that you were getting. Yeah. You're really abandoning ship here.
I'm not abandoning it, but I'm expanding my horizons. For sure.
You're turn into everything you like. So you're going to get an electric bike now too?
No,
e-bike?
No, that's where I draw the line.
Never say never.
That's too conventional. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing the electric skateboard because supposedly it can go 25 miles an hour. But of course, you need a good surface to do that on. It better be pretty smooth.
Before I got into EUCs, I was going to get boosted board.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they weren't available. They must have lost so many sales because of just unavailability. Yeah.
Well, One Wheel has a similar problem.
So, in preparation for that, I bought a skateboard. Actually, I had a bad injury on the skateboard because it slipped, it shooted out from in front of me, and I fell backward.
That sounds familiar.
Landed on my hand, and that was before I had any idea of safety gear or anything. Right. So I messed up my hand for it seemed like a month, or it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And but I eventually was getting, not great, but I was getting okay with the skateboard. God, to go 25 miles an hour on a skateboard, you could pay me to go that kind of speed.
No, I won't go that fast. But some people do it.
Have you seen that video? There was a video of a guy. It's probably a few years old now, but he's going on a skateboard around like a track, and he loses it.
Oh, I saw that. Yep.
Right, and he's in the hospital and concussion.
Looked like he was in a coma. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty scary, and yeah. So.
But he had no safety gear on, right? I believe.
No. Yeah, that was part of the thing, is wear a helmet, and he did the classic where he fell on his back and the head hit.
Yep. Well, that's exactly what happened to me when I was the first couple days of the One Wheel. I hit my head 3 times actually. That happened. So. Yep. So where?
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna wear the safety gear even with.
Oh yeah.
With the electric, are you gonna practice with just a manual skateboard first?
No.
Maybe.
No. But you can. You can.
It might help,
Well, you can push it. You can push it like a manual skateboard if you want to, because it's all with those. They're controlled with hand controls.
Right.
So you can push it.
But they're still kind of geared, so I don't think they're free flowing.
But they also have 4 modes. They have like a beginner mode, where the acceleration is very limited, and and then up to expert. So I'll be careful. Yeah. I'm more worried about Cindy.
Get some good video get some good video. Not like that one wheel where it disappears off screen. we want to see everything that actually happens.
Yeah, I need a tripod. I need a tripod set up.
A lot of your one wheel bad falls, they weren't on video.
I know.
All we would see is all of a sudden nothing, and then it was like the camera turned off, or you didn't want to show it or something.
I feel bad about that.
Yeah, you should. We want to see it all.
Okay. David, is the EUC safer? Is it safe? I don't know. I think safety than a skateboard, electric skateboard. I think that's a loaded question. I think safety foremost has to do with the person that's riding the device, and what they're doing and what kind of gear they're wearing. But obviously, an EUC is more capable than an electric skateboard. It can handle more difficult situations than an electric skateboard can, for sure. So, but the advantage of an electric skateboard is you got 4 wheels, so it doesn't cut out on you even if the motor dies. You have a stable platform underneath you, so that is a plus for sure.
My opinion is the skateboard will probably be safer.
Cindy says a skateboard's safer.
So, Hunk, I appreciate you commenting that I look awful. And, yeah, I did just get back from a long road trip, and I'm a mess. I didn't shower or do anything in the morning, and then
you didn't shower? Oh my God, Marty!
I probably do have sunburn on my face, I suspect. So, thanks for that.
You look like you had a busy weekend. That's good though. Do you have to go back to work tomorrow, Marty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. I'm reviewing here. So it's funny, on my video today, Marty, someone commented that, I don't think I told you this yet, that they thought that I'd be better served if I want to grow my channel if I had Cindy narrate my videos and like be the lead in my videos.
Narrate your video?
I guess, I don't know. She's the star of the videos, I guess. What's that? Hey, you're charming. What do you do? Oh, you're doing your stuff. She's charismatic. She's charismatic and charming.
Well, yeah, but still, I don't know. You got to be true to yourself, and
yeah, exactly.
I mean, what would you rather have, Duff? Would you rather have how many subscribers do you have right now, roughly?
I just crossed 4,000.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rather have? 4,000 honest subscribers to you, or 50,000 because of Cindy?
Well, that's true.
You know you'd want 4,000.
Of
right?
course, 4,000. Cindy Hunka says that you should be narrating the videos in a bikini.
Okay.
Cindy is getting ready for a bikini contest, by the way. Competition.
For boobies. That's when there's
What is it?
girls that are voluptuous on the beach and drunk and they walk
Contest
in bikini.
versus
That's a
competition?
contest, yes.
Okay.
Competition you train for, a contest you show up drunk.
You should show your thingy.
Okay. I'll put one on.
Yeah. Put it on.
With bikini
Your
cover.
thingy?
Yeah.
That sounds.
See, she's been busy making these custom. It's a tracksuit, because it's her and 2 of her girlfriends that are doing this, and she'll put it on and show you. I'm sure people will approve. No problem.
Okay. Is it a bikini contest, or
Yeah,
more of a fitness?
It's a fitness competition. Yeah, it's like a formalized fitness competition. Yeah.
Very difficult because I've done a half Ironman and I've done.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a bodybuilding type of stuff where you're doing strict dieting, and you're
Right.
actually cutting water weight and all that kind of stuff.
It's part of the International Fitness and Bodybuilding.
Hmm.
It was an official sport.
Benjamin, a faceplant. That's your biggest fear. Yes, faceplants are a big fear. It's funny. I see a lot of people faceplanting on their one wheels. Oh, Marty, did you see my whole video about the guy that was chastising me for promoting unsafe behavior on the one wheel?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I saw that. I would have probably just ignored him. I don't know.
Well,
I hear what you're saying about, but I get periodically negative comments where
no way.
they're just We all do, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, they're doing. The guy's just making a trash comment or nothing constructive, and I just block them forever. I don't care.
That's one technique. Yeah, that works.
I don't need negativity in my life, and even if it's a comment that I don't care about, we're all human, and you can't help but when you see the comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't help but it puts a little damper, and I don't need that in my life, so I'll just block it.
Well, I mean, like I said in the video, that if someone starts being vulgar or just being a real idiot, then I would likely do that. But he was just. It made me curious why, because he was really bothered by this, and like he said, like he was getting all like worked up and stuff because he thought that I was promoting unsafe behavior, and I just thought it was just really bizarre. So
I don't think he's ever watched any of your content.
I guess not.
You're the wild man that's just out there.
Just call me Chooch. It's funny. My buddy that lives on the East Coast. He was out in Denver, and he actually saw Chooch whipping around Denver on his M Super. It's kind of funny. He must be famous or infamous for it.
I was going to comment on so riding around San Francisco. Great place to ride. San Francisco has a lot of character, and old city with the cable cars, which is kind of cool. But I'm following some of the guys like Jesse. He was my host. He was kind of arranging everything and leading the rides where we're going to be going. And he's a speed demon. He just loves to cruise like at 25 miles an hour, no problem.
Oh wow!
He'll just cruise in the city and zipping in and out and. Very safety conscious, but still aggressive, in his riding, and apparently a lot of guys are there. Anyway, we're riding. We had this group meetup, and afterwards, handful of us, 6, 8, something like that. I think we went off to do the riding around San Francisco, but one of the guys who was there. And he was going to meet up with us the next day. We're riding, and then one of the locals, he got a message on his phone, and it's a picture of this. I think his name is Vano. Pretty sure it's pronounced Vano. He's pretty active on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I've seen him there a bunch, and pretty advanced rider. He had just gotten an MSX pretty recently, within some weeks anyway. I don't know if he just got it from eWheels, but I think he had done some painting on it. And, anyway, he got hit by a car, a truck, I think a SUV. The picture that had been sent was him from his perspective in an ambulance looking down at his feet.
Oh my God.
And
how bad was he hurt?
Bad. He's probably not going to be riding for 6 months. His knee fractured. Apparently he went around a corner and an SUV hit him on the knee kind of. He went flying over the hood. And it was a hit and run. Guy stopped briefly apparently, and then took off. And they got some descriptions, but I don't think they're encouraged that they're gonna that they got a license plate or anything.
That's scary.
But, yeah, in the hospital, and his wheel obviously was damaged quite a bit too. So yeah.
I'm surprised you don't hear more stories like that, to be honest with you. I know, at least with the drivers down here, I'm surprised you don't hear that happening a lot.
No, I have a feeling it probably happens more than we think, but there are a lot of people who ride these who are not on Facebook, and they're not in the forum. there's a lot of people. I mean, you talk to Jason, how many wheels he sells in some of the cities. Apparently, we were talking. He indicated he sells a lot in San Francisco, and I'm pretty sure he sells a lot in California.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they are all, or where they are. So people might be getting broken bones or face plants that we just don't hear about.
Yeah, it's true. Wow. Hunka says, Marty, tell Steven that running 25 PSI is too low. Well, I thought Marty said that. Steven, are you talking about on the MSX? Or because your MSX, you're probably running at, what, 35, Marty, I would imagine? Isn't that normal pressure on that
40.
thing? Oh, 40.
45.
45, okay.
20, to me, 25. Stefan, you're not a lightweight, all right? Don't take that the wrong way, but I mean,
gonna be pancaking it.
Yeah, I don't know. I suspect 25 is too low. I don't know. Everyone, it's so personal how it feels, but obviously at 25, you're going for a really comfy, soft ride, but it's really going to affect your ride. If you try it at 40, 45. It'll give a totally different feel, and you might like it. But at 25, I think you're going to be susceptible to potentially damaging a rim if you hit something the wrong way or go off a curb hard.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you could pop the bead on the tire.
So.
I've seen a couple of people, Marty, ask about a review of Z10 versus the MSX. I imagine you need to get a lot more MSX time before you'd be able to do that.
Yeah, I did push out right before I left. On Thursday, I pushed out.
I saw that.
I think I pushed out 2 videos. One was on filling the tire.
Oh, there, turn around. Wait, hold on. Look where I am. Now come right behind me.
She's way too close.
That's her design for. Okay, you're good.
We can't see anything.
You can't?
No.
Oh, I know why. Because hold on.
You got your thing in the way?
Yeah, sorry.
There, right. No.
No.
No, move the other way. She's behind your live stream note.
See how goofy I am?
I moved
You've
it.
got too many things on your screen.
I got them off now.
Oh, there. Okay. Wow. That looks sexy.
Casey's making it scary.
Marty likes it.
Oh, okay. Oh. It's like these are actually.
Show your bikini though.
Well, this isn't my
Yeah.
bikini.
Well, okay, it's one of them.
That's mine, I think.
Well, she had
the one
yeah.
I'm making for my friend. You see all those? He's laughing. You want mine? This is crazy. This isn't for me. This is
She
for my
actually
friend.
placed each one of these
Every
little.
single stone.
She bedazzled it herself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm making 4.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy.
Yep. They start, honestly, they start plain. This is plain.
Yeah.
They start plain. This is not a bra. It's a bikini top. And then this is going to look like this, but different colors. He's laughing. You need more views, right?
Yeah,
There
thanks.
we
All
go.
right.
Oh, and I will be on my skateboard in my blinky bikini.
Yeah, she wants to do a skateboard video when she's in one of her bikinis, so that'll be fun. Lots of views.
I have no idea what I was talking about before she came in. But
you're talking about the MSX and how you did the 2 videos in the MSX.
Oh, a woman holding up her bra in front of you. Always,
it's a bikini, not a bra.
Well, yeah. That was,
Close
okay,
enough.
now we're just cutting hairs here. But, yeah. Oh, right. So I put out a video on filling the tire with air. What I discovered about that, and then I put out my summary review, and I did talk a little bit about the MSX in there.
Yeah.
And the guys in San Francisco too. The MSX is big there, and a lot of guys have those. And it's just it's a different wheel. I mean, the MSX is so much more of a cruising wheel, and I would have loved to have had it, for instance, in all the trails I was riding yesterday with those high pedals. It's gonna be, boy, what a nice trail wheel, and then just riding in the street. You know, the Z10 is just much more of a physical experience. It's
it is.
It's not a like you can feel the road through the tire a lot more versus like the 18L or the MSX. Much more of a smooth riding wheel, and they're different. I just don't think, in a way, the Z10 is just such a unique wheel, and that's what I was trying to get across in the video. That
I thought that was an interesting point. How you compared it to the M10-3 and the Monster.
Yeah, which you actually you have both those wheels too. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And I saw your point, because it really is. It's kind of it's in a class of its own. There's really nothing else that emulates what that feels like.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you do you have a preference at this point between the MSX and the Z10, or just they're different?
I've only rode the MSX once for that 50-mile ride. So
I'm curious how it does in those hills. Like if it'll actually be able to handle those hills.
Exactly, and that's gonna be what stuff I'll play with the next couple of weeks. But it's I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to say one or the other. It's so difficult for me now. I really feel for people, if you can only get one wheel and you're trying to decide, it must be so difficult, right?
Must be.
But I'm just not in that position, so I'm going to have multiple wheels, and it doesn't help when I say just buy them both.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I know that doesn't help. So it'd be really, really tough. But I don't know. I tend to say the Z10. If you're not a big range guy, definitely if you're not into long rides, longer than 30 miles, be tempted to say I'd prefer to have a Z10, just because of how it rides. For me, low speed riding and all around uniqueness.
I saw that one video. You were riding the Z10 close to Tiltback, right? Or you were on Tiltback quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I'm getting asked for bikini advice.
Okay. Yeah, I put out a video. I think I called it Z10 riding the Tiltback.
Yeah.
So it's basically riding for like a mile or so on constant Tiltback, just rocking, and it's pretty comfortable actually riding at Tiltback speeds. It's not radical. It's not like your first, that when you wiped out way back when
on the Ninebot.
Ninebot, it tilted back on you, right? It's like you weren't prepared for the early days, and you weren't prepared for it, so you just kind of flew off.
But I mean, that's almost kind of what I felt like on the 18L when I hit that late in the ride, because it was rather sudden and kind of severe. And I noticed, like right now, I can't. I guess until I get more mileage on it, you can close the first and second alarm on a KingSong, but the third one, you have a Tiltback setting and the voice setting as well. The please decelerate message, and both of them I can't set them any higher than 38 kilometers an hour right now. And I'm assuming once I get 200 kilometers on the wheel, maybe I can change that. But yeah, right now they're both set at 38.
I thought you can still get I thought there's a way to unlock it on the fly.
Unlock what? The speed? I asked Eddie about that, Eddie Moy, and he said that I guess some of the other ones you could, but he said that with the 18L you could not, so that's why he actually rode through to get his 200 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
So
because on my 14S, there's a way to disable it.
You could go to a website and like get a code to do it, I thought.
Yeah, but not for the 18L.
Yeah,
so you didn't do an experiment, which I definitely recommend for new people to wheels, particularly for new like someone who's buying a Gotway and they've never ridden a Gotway before, I always try and suggest that they set the tilt back to something like 10 kilometers an hour, some relatively low speed.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Ride the wheel, so you get the tilt back, and then you get to feel for how aggressive it is, and you're not surprised by how it behaves. So like on your 18L, I wonder if the tilt back, if you were to do that at like 10 kilometers, I wonder if that tilt back is just as aggressive as it is at higher speeds.
It probably is, but I think it just is amplified when you're going faster. I think it just
feels more.
It feels more dangerous, when you're going 20 miles an hour.
But that's in itself is dangerous.
I would agree.
You're riding fast, and then the tilt back itself is what causes you to crash.
Well, like I said, I'm hoping once the wheels unlock for 50 kilometers an hour that I can set the tilt back so it's just a little bit higher.
Right.
Yeah, because riding 22, 23 is not a huge deal to me. Benjamin, you mentioned Darkness Spot. I've never messed with Darkness Spot until I got the KingSong. I actually downloaded that for the first time and installed that. I have to mess around with it some more, but it looks like it has some cool features. I know a lot of people talk about it. They don't have that for Android, do they, Marty? Darkness Spot. I think that's a iOS only.
No,
app.
Yeah, it's only iOS, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm curious about Stephanie. Keeps talking about so the mileage is resetting, but are you? I'm curious. Is your wheel tipping over, and that's what caused it to reset? Are you saying it's just you're doing normal riding, you're not falling off or doing anything, and it's resetting? That's what's actually happening? That'd
be very strange.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. But if that is a problem, we could have worse problems in life. I mean, it's just a number, and you're the only one that. Yeah, it's just a psychological thing. You'd kind of like to know how many miles you have, but yeah, it's better than having it cut out on you or anything like that.
Steven, I guess he must have posted all the details in the forum.
Okay. I've been out of the loop for probably since you got your MSX. I haven't been online too much in the last few days. But it's good that you finally got it. I think you're going to, Stephanie, you're probably going to sell your KingSong now, right? It'll be hard to go back to that. Slow speed.
Which KingSong model does he have? The 16S?
16S. It's pretty hard when you got a wheel that kind of limits you like that, and particularly as the battery drops, and then you go to something like an MSX. It's kind of hard to go back to the KingSong. The San Francisco guys, when we were talking around lunch, they were commenting on the group of people. They all used to be KingSong people.
Oh, really?
And they'd carry chargers with them, so they'd go riding and stop at a restaurant and eat and charge up the wheels. But now they're all Gotway, and it's like the old days. Now with the Gotway wheels, they take long rides and joking about back in the day with the KingSong, everyone would be beeping all the time because and
batteries getting low.
Or speed limiting because they couldn't go that fast, and so it's hard to go back to. I'm sure he's going to still ride his 16S, but probably not a lot.
He said his KingSong is like a toy compared to his MSX. Wow.
Yeah.
Davey mentioned. I heard some. I think some people in New York City that someone had an MSX and they were. I think Eddie was riding someone's MSX around, and they were talking about the pedal dip. Have you ever noticed that, Marty, when turning on the MSX? I've heard multiple people talk about that they're getting a dipping sensation when they're turning on it.
The little bit that I rode it, I didn't notice it. But pedal dip never really bothered me anyway. I don't know. It's just something that happens at low speed.
Mm-hmm.
Some ways I don't know. I'm almost afraid to say I liked it just because it had a unique sensation, like it's driving you into the turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So maybe I'm the wrong person to talk to about complaints about pedal tip. My understanding is, though, that if you calibrate the wheel, that can usually get rid of it. If you make sure you calibrate the wheel both, back and forth and left and right. I think it's important. Sometimes don't pay attention to the side to side level when you're calibrating it, but the calibration is doing both.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I need to do that on the KingSong as well. Cause I've noticed so far riding it that I've had a hard time with like slow speed, tight turning. I feel very shaky doing that right now. It's just the physics of the wheel. I think you just have to get used to it.
The KingSongs definitely feel. Would you say the same thing, that they feel it feels more agile in a way than the M Super? Feels a little more unstable.
I can't say. I don't think I'm comfortable enough on the KingSong to say that yet.
I'm talking about at low speed where you're just doing a tight turn or something and it feels a little less. That's not bad. It's just different. It feels it's more. I use the term unstable. Just
I don't feel as much in control, at least right now, on the 18L doing a tight turn, and I can't do as tight of a turn as I could on my M Super right now. So
right.
I think it's just practice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob and Marciela. Appreciate it. I see you guys checking out my videos quite a bit. Just reviewing here. Oh yeah, I didn't do. You probably didn't even see the notes that I made, Marty. Let me just look.
No, I didn't get a chance to.
I think we talked about most of it. The one wheel update again. I don't think there's even any one wheelers in the chat right now. But
are you writing that, or now that's taking a back seat because you got the KingSong?
No, well, like today when Cindy was on her skateboard, I said in the video, because I was going real slow following her. I'm like, oh, kind of wish I was on the one wheel right now, because for doing that kind of riding, like real slow stuff, it's actually more fun and more engaging to be on something like that.
So what was, obviously I didn't see the video. She was on a skateboard or
skateboard?
Yeah, you don't have the e-board yet.
Not yet.
And okay, so she's on a skateboard, kicking away to be going, and you decided to take your EUC instead of the one wheel.
I had one wheel. I had the one wheel in the car, but I just thought I would try the EUC, and it would have been more fun with the one wheel for sure.
Yeah, that's probably a bad choice.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to get her on the one wheel actually.
Yeah, she wants to learn the one wheel. She just hasn't gotten the time to do it yet, but she's going to learn. I'm sure she's going to love it. I'm sure.
Did she have a skateboard, or did she get one just for this?
She used to skateboard a lot as a kid.
Right.
So she's.
Is the one she has? Is this a new one, or
it's a new one?
An old?
New one.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought it a couple weeks ago.
And is she rusty, or was she got right on it?
She was a little rusty in the beginning, but she's more confident now. You can tell she's doing better. She's definitely better on it than I would be, without a doubt. But anyways, with the one wheel, I had that issue, Marty. Like you saw the video where it ran away from me. I hopped off and it just kept going.
Yeah.
And I contacted them, and I'm still waiting for them to send me some new pads for the front to hopefully alleviate that problem.
You were going to do they were going to have you do a test.
And I did it. And I did it. Well, the very first part of the test, when I turned it on, it actually threw up an error on the app saying you can't turn the wheel on when you have pressure on the pads, and I wasn't touching the pads. So that, to me, that was like a fail right away. But I'm still waiting for them to acknowledge it and to send me a new set. So hopefully that happens sooner or later. Let's see, the MeePo. We talked about the MeePo. Talked about my first impressions with the 18L. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you. Well, you kind of answered this though. I was curious how how you felt about not having the Z10 anymore, but you said you kind of feel relieved. I didn't know if you would be sorrowful at all, mournful, because you did seem to like the wheel a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's only because semi-pressure to get content out and to review it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I would have preferred. I would have liked to have kept the wheel. I kind of made that. I think I made that clear in my my summer reveal video. I was sad to see it go, and now I really looking forward to getting that production one. Get a nice new shiny brand new one. Got those protective shell pads on it, I think.
Yep.
I'm assuming they come with a wheel. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole experience is gonna be fun, and then hopefully it has that. If it has more torque, it's gonna be just a great wheel.
Yeah. You had it for what, 3 weeks, something like that?
3 weeks to the day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw that Chooch actually posted just a couple days ago another Z10 video. It was like Z10 and Gotway video. So maybe he just has some old footage laying around or something.
Well, you and I both know how much it takes time putting these videos together, right? So
yep.
I have you're going to see more Z10 videos from me because I still have videos in the can. I just haven't gotten to editing them. So
that's cool. Oh, Rob asked about testing the ACM2 on mountains and hills. You can answer that, Marty, but I already know the answer.
Have I tested? Oh yeah,
big time.
Kidding, I've done. Yeah, I've done tons of stuff on the ACM2. It's it's a great wheel. It's super powerful, and no complaints. You still have to know your wheel, Gotway, because unfortunately, Gotway has no self-preservation mode. It'll, like with the Ninebot Z10, I feel pretty confident it's not going to burn up a board. It might cut out on you in a super steep hill. Even then, I don't think it will now, because now I know that the lights in the front will start flashing prior to over temp. The KingSong wheels, they're not going to burn up the board. They might blow a fuse, but you've got replaceable fuses. But I got
two fuses with my 18L.
Yeah, and you got a little fuse puller too, right?
No, I didn't get a puller.
You didn't get a little. Where is the fuse in the front?
I don't know. I'm not sure where it is. I guess I should look now that I have the covers off. I should actually look where it is. Is it exposed normally, or I thought you said it was inside the wheel?
No,
normally?
I'm surprised on the 14S, and I wouldn't swear to this. I thought on the 16S too. In the front where the charge port is, and there's a USB port, and there's another port, and you open that cover, and you get the fuse in there. And on mine, they provided a little yellow, plastic thing, and it's just so you can kind of reach in there, and makes it easier to pull out the fuse.
I'll have to look closer.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate if they didn't expose the fuses, because on the 18S you actually have to open up the wheel because it's got kind of an old style shell. But on all the new shells, I'm pretty sure the fuses are easily accessible, and that's a selling point. So the KingSongs, they're not going to burn up control board. Pretty sure Z10 won't. The Inmotions won't. But Gotway wheels, if I see a Gotway wheel cut out, I know that they burned up a control board.
Yep.
So with Gotway, you kind of really need to know your wheel, and that's where the pedal watch helps. You can configure it so that you know that it's drawing excessive amounts of current, and if it's doing that for more than a handful of seconds, stop what you're doing. And if you don't, you really do risk burning up a board, and that includes my ACM. Any of my Gotway wheels, I went out just ride indefinitely, assuming that, oh no, they got beefier MOSFETs, they're not going to burn up.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe it.
Mm-hmm. I saw a few people. You might want to make sure that you don't ride your MSX in the rain, because I saw a few people. I guess water gets into the power button and it starts freaking out.
I don't think that's only the MSX either. I think that happens, and I'm not convinced that happens. That does happen to other wheels too. I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't rain in Southern California, so I don't have
That's
to.
True.
You can experiment with that though. Take it out in the next rainstorm.
Well, that's true, because the KingSong button is right in the top too, like an MSX. So
yeah,
good.
Test it.
All right, I will. Haven't taken the covers off of the KingSong though. I definitely could see what you were talking about with the quality as far as the build and everything. I mean, everything is meticulous. I mean, meticulous.
Impressive.
It's really impressive. Yeah. Really nice.
It does take a little more work to get into it though, right?
Getting the side covers wasn't too bad. Although I had to remove my pads, but it was just maybe a dozen screws on each side cover.
Do you have to take out the ring light covers?
Yes, you got to pop the ring lights out.
You got to take those off, and
the screws underneath it.
If you had to take the control board out, there'd be more disassembly.
Yeah, I watched the KingSong disassembly video before I dug into it today, and there is definitely more involved with the control board, which that sits right on top.
Yeah.
But the batteries are just like they're encased in plastic, like the Segway batteries and Ninebot batteries. So
that's impressive too, right? Everything about it. It's the fact that they put the M10-3. I think that's the only Gotway wheel that the batteries are in a plastic container.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
all the other wheels, they're just shrink wrapped.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see.
Why everyone's talking about my face? Does it look real? I guess I must have gotten some sunburn.
You didn't use any lotion?
I thought I did, but you know how that goes sometimes.
Did you have your neck towel? You need a towel for your neck. Keep your neck covered.
Yeah, on one of my videos, but the other one I took, since it was so cold, I took my my scorpion helmet, the one that kind of looks like an alien.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I bought that because it's definitely warmer. So.
Did you see? You might not have seen it. I got like full motorcycle goggles I can put around my full face helmet, so I can totally encase my face.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think I'll be doing it during the summertime down here. It'd be a little unbearable. But it looks cool. Keeps the wind out of your eyes.
One of your last videos has that?
No. I took a picture of it and posted it, but I don't have it in a video yet. But I will.
I see.
I will. All right, so let's just see. Did I miss anything important here? What do we think about the V10F problems lately? I don't know. What new V10F problems? I thought that they were kind of worked out as far as the latest and greatest firmware. Oh, but didn't Inmotion? No, Inmotion they put out like a warning, didn't they? Oh, what was it?
Yeah, no, the water. Don't ride it in the rain.
Oh, that's right, not waterproof. Okay.
Don't even ride it on a wet pavement. So that's
reassuring.
That's definitely. Yeah, the V10 rollout has not been the smoothest.
Wow.
And
how do they fix that? What are they going to do? How are they going to have customers fix that? Send their wheel back?
No, apparently it's going to be some user fixable thing, but they're probably going to a gasket or a cover or something. They're going to have to open up the wheel. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It does seem strange, and the firmware is not. It's still not resolved. Last I heard, unless something dramatic happened over the weekend.
No, I thought it was better.
But it's apparently better in some ways, but worse in other ways. And it's, I think, again, people who are flatlanders or not very heavy probably haven't had a problem at all. But people who push their wheels more, or people in San Francisco, no, it still has issues.
Hunka said someone had a bearing problem with their V10F, a bad bearing. That's odd. Wow.
I was going to comment on, someone else said, the wheel log alarm. I have mine set to 90 amps. From my experience, that seems to work. Jeff, a local rider with me, he recently burned up his ACM control board. Same thing where it cut out.
Mm-hmm.
This happened a few weeks ago, where he was going up Overheat Hill, and he was pushing it. But he had his amps set to 140 amps.
Oh my God!
So I think that was just way too high. It masks the problem. So from my experience, 90 amps seems like a good point. It gets triggered periodically when I'm riding fast or hit a hard bump. I'll hear a buzz on my watch, and if I sometimes go up some steep hills for more than a few seconds, sometimes I'll hear it buzz for a little while, and then I stop. So I'd go with 90 amps if that's ultimately what you're asking.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, to be able to monitor it like that, that's cool.
Yeah, Rama. Yeah, I did enjoy the San Francisco trip. It was a blast. I got a bunch of video coming on that.
Looks it looks like they may have taken you out and boozed you up.
Wow, I must look awful. You guys are just coming in late. Again, I got off a road trip, an 8-hour road trip from San Francisco down to L.A., got out of bed, more or less, rode down here. I'm out just several, and so I'm sure I look awful. And I just got here, and then I logged in to connect up to to the session. So forgive the rough looks.
That's funny.
But no, they didn't booze me up.
Boozed you up. Alex, you're asking about the step and roll. Isn't the step and roll like the one wheel knockoff? I believe I've heard of that. I do. I would be cautious on that if that's what it is, because I remember there's a video that's on the one wheel forums of some woman carrying a child on a step and roll, and it cut out on her, and she face planted while she was holding the child. So you might want to be careful with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to carry anyone on any devices, and like I don't know if you saw. Let's see. I posted a video on the Z10 demo day in Griffith Park to play that to music and stuff, and then there was Janet, the girlfriend of Michael Vu. She rides too, so we were all riding, but they had their little dog carrying it in the front.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
And I don't know, it just that
make me nervous.
Something happens, you're going down, and you could crush the dog. I don't know.
Oh wait, the step and roll. That's I forgot that was the name of that generic $200 EUC that I had. That was a step and roll.
Yes, it was.
It was a step and roll, like out off of eBay. So that's what he has, like one of those terrible 6 mile an hour,
with no power. That would be
no power. No, but I mean you can learn on it. I mean Daniel learned on it, and Katie kind of learned on it, so you can learn on it. But you're going to outgrow that in no time, and definitely don't try to go backwards on it, because I don't know if you remember that video, Marty, when I tried to actually go backwards on that generic EUC, and as soon as I tried to reverse, it just cut out and fell on my ass. So be careful. But to learn on it, it's okay. Just go slow.
I did not get a chance to ride. For about 5 minutes, I pulled off the side of the highway near a dam, and if I had more time, boy, there's so many places you could ride. When you're driving on a road trip, you stop, and you know how quite often, at least in areas with mountains, you see trails, you see cutouts in the mountains on the sides, and it just looks like you could do so much exploring with a wheel.
I
just
bet.
Park your car and go for even just a 15-minute ride, just to explore a little bit. it's fun.
Well, it's
I
funny.
was going to ask.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you. Totally change the subject, but
Okay.
you saw. Why is his name escaping me right now? But you know those little individual wheels for your legs.
Yes. You think about Eddie Moy?
Yeah, Eddie, right? You saw? Did you see that video where he's in the grocery store?
Yeah, that was one of my Google Doc things, the Eddie Moy videos. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, well, he was in he also took him into Home Depot as well.
Oh, he did? I didn't see that.
He took it to Home Depot, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, what are these people thinking? The guy's riding his Segway shoes with his selfie stick and his 360 camera. I'm just like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I know it's one thing to do it to actually be wearing these things, but then I didn't think about that. Then you also have a camera.
People just must be looking at the guy. I don't know. I mean, it's funny and everything, but I don't know.
I think it's great, but you just have to have self-confidence and not care what people think.
Absolutely, yeah. and he has his lapel mic on. You know, he's giving commentary the whole time.
Yeah,
but
I think they're kind of cool, and you gotta admit if you could get over the fact that people might be staring at you, and you don't have to have a camera with you, but just to be in a mall or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Airport
or stuff like that, and you're not going. I bet security wouldn't even bother you because if you're not going that fast actually, and I don't know. They look fun, but I couldn't spend $500 on something like that.
No, me either. Well,
200 maybe, but.
Did you see the videos where he's on his? I think he's on his 18L, and he has like this supersized selfie stick. It's literally like 10 feet long.
Yeah.
And then he has his 360 camera, and it literally looks like a bird's eye view. But again, people are probably thinking he's riding down the street with a flagpole. I mean, it had to look insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, that's right. Boy, Eddie, you're really pushing out some wild videos there, but
he really is.
They're fun. Mm-hmm. That selfie stick it made me think I might play around with something like that I'm not sure about a 10-foot. My selfie stick, the one I use, is about 5 feet long. It's a long.
Well, he had it like resting on his shoulder, like a fishing pole almost.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Well, he said it was 10 feet, which is incredible. Mm-hmm. But you got to admit, it looked pretty cool, the footage, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it did look cool.
Like a drone was following him.
Well, it's cool how the camera actually erases the pole. Whatever processing it does to erase the pole, it is pretty impressive and looks bizarre. But yeah, he has all the gadgets, man. He is just like Gadget Central. And he puts out so many videos. I mean, he puts me to shame. I mean, he puts out like 10 EUC videos a week, I think.
Eddie?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. If you look how many videos he's been putting out, tons and tons and tons of them.
Well, I saw the ones we've just been talking about, but I guess I haven't seen the Home Depot one. I got to check out that one. That was funny.
Yeah, just hearing him talk to himself, it's just
I couldn't hear him too much in the grocery store. It was to me it was a lot of mumbling. It was very hard to actually hear what he was saying. Maybe it was better than the Home Depot one.
Well, no, it was still. I think he was just trying to kind of just give quiet commentary, I guess.
I don't know. If you're going around on those shoes, you have a selfie stick. just talk out loud. What do you? I mean,
that's true. You're not going to hide from anybody. That's for sure. All right, so I think I covered all those. Yep, I covered all my topics. I don't know, does anyone else have anything that they want to bounce off of us? I know Marty has to go to work tomorrow, and so do I. Lucky me.
Yeah. Well, we had better. I think we've had a little more interaction with you guys in the chat, right?
Yeah.
So we haven't totally ignored you, but I'm sure we ignored half of you, unfortunately. But I think everyone understands the dynamics and how difficult this is to work with just two of us. If we get up to, how many people have we had in here?
It was
20 or so.
High 20s, I think, is the most it got up to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if we ever get up to like 100, 200, then we can have a third person just be the kind of
moderator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, moderator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe get Cindy. Maybe we can pay Cindy to get her.
Yeah, she can. She can moderate in her bikini or something. Right?
There you go. That's funny.
Yeah. Aren't you tired yet?
Yeah, because this is sucking, not working.
Sucking. Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night, Marty. I appreciate you. I appreciate you getting in there because I thought I was gonna just pull it solo, but I'm glad you got in.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for my how I look, I guess, but it's
doesn't bother me. Just cut your hair like me, Marty, and then you don't have to worry about it. You know, just shave it off.
No, I like my hair. you don't look like you have any issues with baldness, so you just like short hair.
Yeah, I just kind of cycle between it. I'll shave my head every 3 or 4 months, or Cindy will. Yeah, no, I don't have any baldness. Yeah.
No, you look. You know, if you want to look younger, you got to put some hair on. You always look with short hair. You always look older. Just so you know.
Well, I want to be mature. You know.
You
I want to look mature.
You look. See, if you put on a full head of hair, you'd look like you're about 30.
Yeah, heck, I don't think I had a full head of hair for 20 years probably. I've always been buzzing it.
So you hear that, Cindy? If you want him looking, you got to stop him from cutting his hair.
Marty says if you want me to look younger, I need to have longer hair, like Marty.
No, longer hair. On you, longer hair does not look good.
No, she said she's seen some older pictures of me with longer hair.
I heard that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, can't have everything. Well, I mean, Marty looks good with his hair, though.
He's got his hair. It's his thing. It looks good on him, but it's not for everybody.
You get Cindy's stamp of approval with your hair, Marty.
Okay, thanks.
Even if you look like they were boozing you up in San Francisco. No, they were just joking. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Right.
Marty, I'll talk to you again soon.
I guess in a couple weeks, huh?
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.